Welcome back to 500 Days, Strive to Survive. We are on day 16, and we are about to start forging. We're in Forlorn Muskeg at the Prepper's Abandoned Cache, and we're about to head down to the Spence family homestead where we left a bunch of our stuff, and start forging. This episode will be a little bit of a forge tutorial, because I'm going to go through all of my usual steps. That first step is to make sure we have enough food for the forge. We have these pies, some granola, some flour, and cooking oil, and a couple of emergency cans, and some cattails. But we're going to collect a few more cattails before we actually bunker down for forging. And we also need to cut up some metal for scrap. We left our hacksaw at the old Spence family homestead, I believe. It's certainly not in my inventory, so that must have been what I did. And so we're going to head there right now and cut up some metal and collect some cattails. So let's get going. I just want to remind you that if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And please leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. How are you today? Are you doing anything interesting? You doing anything fun? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so this was a lot harder to find when it was a blizzard. But now that everything's nice and clear, we'll have no problem finding the Spence family homestead. Let's just goat down here. And grab some cattails as well. So, oh, okay. Didn't expect to actually break anything. Almost got away clean. Let's grab some sticks. That'll be fuel for the fire. We're going to heat the forge up to forging temperatures using coal, but also using traditional firewood. So, to forge, the temperature of the forge needs to reach 160, and only coal can increase the temperature above, I believe it's 80, and each coal increases the temperature by about 20. So typically you want to increase the temperature up to the maximum with regular fuel, and then use coal to get it higher than that. And then fires just stay at whatever temperature they're at, unless they get blown out, for their entire duration. So we'll be able, do we have anything that smells? We'll be able to, oh, there's usually a safe here. Bummer, I thought there was always a safe here. Okay. We will be able to keep the forge at temperature easily with any fuel. Any type of fuel. Okay, so it's still pretty cold in here. Are these warmer than what I have? I doubt it at 20%. No, they give me 0. Okay, let's actually search this place a little bit. Grab this fuse, some more coal. I guess I dropped my hacksaw here. Yep, sure did. Okay, we'll need to cut up some metal. Not too cold in here. What will this get us? 4? Okay. Let's cut that up. I think that brings us to 12. Oh, and now we're actually warm. And we need a little bit more. A lot of skill books. Okay. Any scrap metal in here? Yeah, a little bit. The question is if that's quite enough. I think I'd like a little bit more scrap. I think I already checked that. Take this reclaimed wood. Okay, so how much scrap do we actually have? We have 14. That is fine. That'll make us a dozen arrows. Or arrowheads, rather. So let me just double check. The hatchet should be 5. The knife will be 3. That's a total of 8. And then the arrowheads, yeah, that leaves us 6. This is fine. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's start this fire. Or no, actually, let's drop all of that. And let's grab some cattails. We do need food to keep this going. And let's see if we have any... Yeah, we have torches and flares. And let's just grab a little bit of food. to ease up this whole process. There's a wolf over there. I don't really want to deal with him right now. Let's go this way. There's a deer over there, too, so we could harvest that. A lot of the time, there's barely any meat on those. Let's see if we can find some cattails. We will grab some feathers over there, though. Because we'll need those pretty soon, too. Alright. Not many cattails right here. Might have to go a little farther out to find some, and I don't really want to do that. I might just try to make do with the food I have, and then I'll grab the cattails on the way out of Forlorn Muskeg. We're going to pass tons of them on the way out. So I think that's probably the plan. Moving real slow because of this wind. Oh, and I can't sprint. Oh, because I broke my ankle. Yep. Or sprained my ankle, I suppose. Alright, any cattails over here? No, but some more friendly wolves. Ah. Here's a couple. I'll take whatever the game is willing to spare me. Wow, a lot of wolves down there. Yeah, let's grab these. Can be used as emergency food, but not really what you want to do. Is that a cattail over there? Nope, just more rosehip. And I'm crouching to avoid detection while I do this. At least a little bit, not the entire time. Yeah, that wolf is coming right towards us, so let's see if we can avoid him without going too much trouble. It's not a big deal if we can't. We'll just go back to Spence anyway, and we'll climb up into the bedded area, the loft, and he won't be able to come up there. He'll just lose interest as soon as we're in that unreachable position. Grab a little bit more fuel. Alright, I think we're good. So let's take a second, and we are warm in here, by the way, notice that. So let's take a second and look at what we actually have. So about 250 times 6, so 250 times 6 is what, 1500? Is that right? Yes. And then 1800, we have plenty of this, and we have these. Okay, yeah, I think it'll be okay. And then we, of course, have these. Alright, we're fine. Let's get this fire going. So first, we're going to start a torch with a match. So that if we fail to start this, we won't waste another match. Let's get this started with a stick, and a torch, and a cattail head. Then we'll feed it whatever traditional fuel we have. I don't know how much traditional fuel we have. When I say traditional fuel, I basically just mean... Oh, it's interesting that it went to 1 degree even though the fire failed. Strange. I basically mean firewood and sticks. But we have plenty of coal. You don't actually need that much to get up to temperature. So once this is lit, we'll start with sticks and firewood. And reclaimed wood. Nope, not what I want. There we go. Let's add cedar firewood, some sticks. We can pick up all this, doesn't matter if we're heavy, this is where we're staying now. Alright, let's add some more sticks, and this reclaimed firewood. Okay. That won't actually get us very hot, so we're going to rely mostly on coal, but we have plenty of coal, so it's fine. Let's just dump some in. Let's start heating up. We're going to put some water on while we do this. Actually, maybe let's make something just for this first round. Oh, we can't make Bannocks? Oh, I don't have quite enough flour. Okay. Well, then let's make water. Okay. And now we're super warm, by the way. And we're protected from wolves, too. I want this. And we'll move this here. I'll eventually take that, I guess. So look at that. We're already at 100 degrees. Okay, so we only need a few more coal to get the temperature. We'll add 1 coal, right? And that's going to take us up to 121. You can add it all at once. You don't have to wait. I just wanted to show you. Right now, I'll add both of these, and we'll go to 141. And we have 10 hours, which is plenty of time. This is my favorite forge. Let me know in the comments what your favorite forge is. This is my favorite one because it's so central. It's right next to Mystery Lake. And because it's outside, so you're not getting cabin fever the entire time you're forging. Cabin fever is only really a risk if you have a string of bad weather days, very uncommon, or when you're crafting. So forging and when you're doing your first big craft after your forging session. So the fact that this is outdoors, super helpful. And then we can go indoors to that prepper cache and sleep there and not have to worry about the cold. So this is my favorite forge for that reason, and there's plenty of food around. Okay, we got this going, 38 minutes till melted, and now we're going to start forging. Oh, I need cloth too. Did I not? I definitely have cloth. The question is, where's the cloth? Did I leave it in? Oh, where's the cloth? I definitely brought it. Here's some firewood, by the way. Let's see. Did I leave it at the prepper cache? Really? Wow. Okay. Are these leather? They are. Oh yeah, I have the ski jacket. Let me put that on, by the way. Good. And I have other things I can rip up. I'm not really happy about it, but I can. I don't think this thin wool sweater is any better than these. So I'm going to rip... Well, I'm going to rip this up first, because this is definitely worse than what I have. And that'll get us 2 cloth, and that should be all we need. Okay. 39 minutes till boiled. Let's start forging. I'm going to start with just some arrowheads, because I don't want to burn off that water. Just going to tank a little bit of that damage. Okay, now I'm going to take that. I'm going to eat a bit. Let's have this and some of these. Drink some of this water. We don't need to tank too much because we're making more of it now. And now let's put on 2 hours, or 2 liters rather, and let's make the knife. I don't know if that'll boil off. It probably will. Yep. That's fine. We have a knife now. That's huge. And now we have, what, 5 hours left on here? I want to keep some of that fur. So let's just put some more coal on. Okay. Let's forge a hatchet. And now we have a hatchet. Okay, so now we can drink some water. And we can eat some food. Let's eat these. We have plenty. And we're really nice and warm because we're right here at the forge. That blizzard's not going to be a problem for the forge either. Alright, and now we can actually make water while we craft arrowheads. So each scrap gets us 2 arrowheads and takes 1 hour, so I'm going to make 2 hours worth right now. Oh, is this an aurora? That's not great. No, it just looks like a beautiful night. Maybe I can go up here and do this? Yeah. I should be unreachable here, but I can't get the water. Alright, let's make some more. Go right up here. And let's make 4 more arrowheads. Let's make sure we have enough food. We do. Let's make 4 more arrowheads. Take this water. And what do we got left? Just 2 more? Okay, let's make 1 liter of water. And let's make 2 more arrowheads. So we just made a dozen arrowheads, a knife, and a hatchet, and that's it. We're done. Let's take this. We got another hour and a half on there. See if there's anything we want to cook in the meantime. You know what? Let's make some of these. We need the food anyway. May as well have it nice and hot. Okay, so let's look at our handiwork. We now have the improvised hatchet. This can do basically everything the hacksaw can do, more or less, but it can also be used as a self-defense item. This is maybe the most important item, the knife. That is very lightweight, especially compared to the hatchet. And will be, let's take that out, will be useful for all sorts of stuff, including crafting. And then we also have 14 arrowheads. We made 12. I guess we already had 2. Alright, let's eat this soup. Tomorrow we're going to get a lot of food on the way, but we need to maintain well-fed while we do that. So let's eat some more of these. And maybe we'll have 1 or 2 of those pies as well. Yeah, we're good. We're going to get plenty. Alright, looking good. Let's leave some water here. We don't need 10 liters. So let's put this over here, I guess. And we'll keep 5 on us. We're going to drink some in the morning. Alright, so let's see what else we can do for our weight now. I'm going to take the hammer with us, because I might want to use it for fishing. Usually I like to leave them at a forge. But, you know what? I am going to leave it here, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. No, I'm not, because it's a good self-defense tool. So, I'm going to take that. Can I use this right now? No. We're going to leave a bunch of this. We don't need it all. I want the tools, I want this, I want all this stuff. We're in that position again where we're going to be a little bit heavy, not nearly as bad as before, until we can make it back to camp office in Mystery Lake. We have plenty of torches, we don't really need more. Okay, I guess we're fine. We're going to be under capacity anyway. Oh, well, not once we take this cooking pot. Okay. And let's take some torches, and we'll just get rid of some of our bad torches. We're going to go over to... Oh, and I would like some coal as well. Yeah, emergency coal. We'll take a few. I would like some good torches. My mouse has decided it's done. No, it's just a glitchy torch, I guess. Weird. Don't want that one. That one's fine. I'll take it. And one more. Okay. Now let's see. By condition. Oh, most of our torches are actually pretty good, but let's drop a couple of them. Alright, so we're at 42 point whatever. That's fine. Let's go, and let's take this as well. Oh, two of them, okay. Let's go back to the Prepper's Cache, which I'll probably have a hard time finding again. Those bird noises are just terrible. Let's harvest some of these mushrooms, too, on the way. So that was it. That's forging. It's not a big deal. You need enough food to get through it. You can make water while you make arrows. You need enough coal to get it up to temperature, but that doesn't actually take that much. And that's it. And you need enough fuel to keep the fire going. Again, this is my favorite forge. So there are forges in Desolation Point, in Forlorn Muskeg, Broken Railroad, and over in Forgotten Forsaken Airfield. Is that a wolf? Yeah, sure is. Is this the path up? Yeah, I think it is. Or I just passed it. Maybe this is the path right here. Let's see. I doubt it, because I feel like I would have collected these, but let's see. Hey, buddy. Come here. Oh yeah, here's the deer. So I guess this is the path. I remember passing that deer on the way up. So there are 4 forges, and this is my favorite one. I also don't mind Desolation Point. Forsaken Airfield is really just the one you have if you're in the far territory, so it's perfectly fine, but if you're in Lower Great Bear, that's way too far away. And Broken Railroad is one of the least useful ones because it's at the very edge of Great Bear, so if you're in that location, you either came from the far territory, in which case you have the Forsaken Airfield one, or you came from Forlorn Muskeg, in which case you have Forlorn Muskeg. So, but they're all fine, and they all have different strengths. So, I already said some of the strengths of this one, but one of the advantages of Desolation Point is it's indoors, but it has a bed attached to the Broken Railroad, or whatever it's called, the maintenance yard. There is a little shed next to the maintenance yard where the forge is, and in that shed there's a bed, and it's warm, but it's also considered to be outdoors. So, again, that'll help you with cabin fever. And Broken Railroad is a kind of out-of-the-way zone, but it is a very livable zone on its own. It's a very interesting zone on its own. So if you like that area, perfect. You have a forge there. You're basically self-sufficient. Okay, so we're going to go to sleep. We have plenty of food in our system. We're going to just drink some water. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I was going to drink some tea, herbal tea, to get more healing as we sleep, but I don't think we actually need it. Let's pass a little bit of time, just to make sure we can get 10 hours. Fill up again. And let's sleep. 10 hours. That's as long as our hydration will last us, and it'll get us the maximum recovery. Okay, we're looking good. Almost full health. Got our tools. Sounds like there might be a blizzard out. We're going to smell. So there's that. Okay. And let's just check our capacity again. 44. We're heavy, but we're not too heavy. And we're going to head back to Mystery Lake. It's a little dark, but let's just get moving. We need to go collect food anyway. So first, we're going to head down here. And we're going to check out these destroyed cabins. Sometimes there can be some misc loot around them. This is also another place where I think there can be a hacksaw. So just going to check that out real quick. Hopefully don't get a sprain. I feel like it's coming. Nope, we're good. Sometimes there's a plastic or metal container under these docks over here. But I don't see one right now. Look how pretty this region is. Just wide open. Alright, let's see if we have anything here. Some reclaimed wood, some mushrooms, some burdock. A little bit of scrap metal. I don't hear any wolves or anything, so that's good. Pretty cold. I see some birch over there. I'll grab that. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing important here. Okay, let's move on. So next, we're going to go down this way. And this is where the cave to Bleak Inlet is, actually. And if it gets dark, I guess we could sleep there, but I don't think we will. I guess it depends on the weather and how much light we have, and if there are predators around. But we'll probably just keep moving. We'll see. I considered going to Bleak Inlet next, but I don't think I need to. So that was when I didn't have the hacksaw. I thought, well, where do I go next for this hacksaw? Mountain Town only has a couple of spots, but Hushed River Valley has one guaranteed. But I could go to Bleak Inlet. Thing is, I really don't like to go to Bleak Inlet if I'm not armed, right? If I didn't have a knife, a hatchet, a hammer. Hammers are the least likely to kill a wolf or kill them the most slowly, but they're the most likely to end a wolf struggle quickly. And that means they're the most likely to save your life. But I think they can also fail to do that and end up taking a lot of time. So I think it's a kind of high risk, high reward situation. But in my opinion, my experience, the hammer ends wolf struggles faster than other means most of the time. So without a hammer, which I did have, but without a bow and arrow and all that other stuff, I really don't like spending time in Bleak Inlet. It's just dangerous. We're going to make our way to that tower up there eventually. It's just behind these trees. You can see them. There it is. We're going to make our way up to that tower. But I think we are going to stop in the cave to Bleak Inlet just to warm up a little. Because I don't need to be taking a ton of damage the whole way. And also just because this wind is pretty rough. So I'd like to maybe give it a chance to die down. Although it could just get worse, of course. I don't know the exact spot of the cave, but I think it's right over here. Oh, we got some maple. I think sometimes there's maple on the other side of the cave, too. So if we're trying to warm up, instead of just passing time, maybe we'll even go through the cave to the other side. There's also sometimes a wolf carcass on the other side. And so we might want to stop and grab that wolf carcass. Let's take this. As I've said previously, I really like having 5 maple as soon as possible. Because you need 1 to make a bow. And you need 4 to make a travois. And the travois is just so powerful for hunting. A lot of people use it to move their bases across regions. It can be frustrating when you do that through transition caves and rope climbs and things like that. But it still makes it easier. It's still better than nothing. But it really can't be beat. Oh, this isn't the transition cave, huh? This is just a cave? Okay. We'll stay here for a second. It really can't be beat for hunting. Okay. Fun to get a look around. It was weirdly dark in here. Alright. Well, in that case, maybe I'll just pass a little bit of time. No, I'm going to try to get to the Bleak Inlet cave. Because at least there are interesting things to do in there. I'm not taking damage quite yet. So let's push on and get to the transition cave. It should just be around this corner somewhere. Not far at all. Probably just over that hill. I say that a lot, you probably notice. Where I say, oh, it's probably over here, it's probably over there. My memory isn't great. And I also take... I don't play this game non-stop. This is a big game. Right? There are so many regions. And so sometimes I just forget. I just forget where stuff is. But I know it's over here somewhere. I actually could have taken that opportunity to map. That's okay. Just enjoying the ambiance. The music in the long dark. So atmospheric. It really sucks me in. And I love all the things the sky does during sunset and sunrise. The pinks and the oranges. I'm looking at some other games to play for the channel. And I've already uploaded one episode of Dredge, which is a horror... It's an eldritch horror fishing game. Pretty unique. Not a super long game. But it also has this kind of aesthetic to it, where it's like you're playing in a painting. I think it's hard to beat The Long Dark. I don't know a game that I like the aesthetics of more than The Long Dark. But there are a lot of beautiful games out there. Like Dredge and like some other things I'm considering playing. And I didn't realize until I chose to play Dredge, and until I started looking for other games to play, just how many of the games that I enjoy happen to have a similar aesthetic. I just hadn't noticed that. Okay, so this is the transition cave to Bleak Inlet. This isn't the way that I like to enter Bleak Inlet. I like to enter Bleak Inlet from the ravine, which is a transition area between Coastal Highway and Mystery Lake, because that puts you out at the upper levels of Bleak Inlet, and then you can put a rope down and climb to the lower levels, but you can't go the other way. You can't enter Bleak Inlet from here and then climb up unless you've already put that rope up. So I'm not going to enter Bleak Inlet. I'm just going to pass time. I want to get back to Mystery Lake. So I'm going to dump everything I have so that'll keep curing. Something I forget to do sometimes, but it's very important. Okay, well, maybe I'll keep that on, at least for you guys. That's very dark in here. Alright, let's drop everything in here. Got some guts, deer hide, a ton of saplings. That's it. And then we'll put down a bedroll. We're not sleepy yet. We'll probably just pass some time. We didn't collect food yet. We haven't gone past many of these cattails, so I'm not going to stay here indefinitely. I'm just going to stay here for a little bit. Now it's going to give me a headache. So our first headache, let's look at it. Headache from eating a sweet dish. Okay. What's that do? Does it just give me pain? I guess. Let's just pass. I guess we could sleep. No, let's just pass time. Let's try to get back on a kind of normal schedule. Okay, now we're at least warm. We'll just keep traveling through the night. Although it sounds like the weather is worse. So let's see what we have out there. Because we at least need to gather some food. I don't want to be running on fumes. We're getting pretty close. Yeah, it's worse out. But that's not too terrible. Because this is a pretty easy shot. Did I take my bedroll? I did. So, no, I don't want to do this. Because I'm not going to be able to find cattails reliably if I try to travel in this. I could just hug this wall and then go up to where the tower is, and then go down and then leave. But we're not going to encounter many cattails doing that. So let's see if we can wait out this blizzard just a little bit. Just going to do it in the dark. Might have to eat that. And let's just pass time. Still going. Okay, it sounds like it died down. You know what? We should probably just use a... Well, we'll use this until we need to use a torch. Alright, let's see what it's like. Yeah, okay. This isn't a problem. Let's at least go out onto the ice and collect... You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to stay here. I'm sorry, I'm so indecisive. We're going to stay here, but we're going to drop everything. That way, it'll cure, and then we'll just leave the cave for a minute, collect some food, and come back. And I don't want to leave anything too close to the transition, because then sometimes you can't get to it easily. So let's leave it all here. Okay. These two. And now let's go out there and just collect a little bit of food. That shouldn't be hard to do. And then come right back. I collect fountain pens, or at least I used to. I haven't gotten a new fountain pen in a long time. And fountain pen ink. And there was a year, I think it was 2019, might have been 2020. I think it was 2019, and it was called in the fountain pen community the year of blue-black inks, because blue-black inks were just incredibly popular, but it's that blue right at the top, like those really dark patches. So I have a bunch of inks that are those kinds of colors. Look at how gorgeous that is. I know I'm not collecting food right now, but damn, look at that. Okay. Let's try to see if we can get some cattails over here. It's actually pretty easy to navigate. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we won't stay here for the night. We'll see. I'd love to say, oh, comment and let me know if we should stay here. That decision will already be made. Right? That's happening right now. I guess that's one advantage of streaming. You can get live feedback. But, I don't know, streaming feels kind of strange to me. Because you have to talk even if nobody's there. And that's what I'm doing right now, too. But I know that... I don't know, it feels different to me. Let's see. Maybe let's think about that for a second. So, when this is recorded, it's just me here. So I don't need to worry about entertaining somebody else. Obviously, it'd be nice if people find it entertaining later. But I can just play to entertain myself. And there's no immediate external pressure that's affecting that in any way. But when you're on a stream, you have to talk the whole time as if somebody might show up. And so you're just talking to yourself as if you're talking to somebody else while you're alone a lot of the time. At least for me, right? Popular streamers don't have this problem. And that's just a little bit different. I do like the idea of being able to talk with people immediately in the moment. That sounds great. But there are trade-offs to that. It's actually pretty nice out here. How many cattails did I end up getting? 6, that's not terrible, but... it'll get us through the night. We're just going to be real slow on the way back, so I kind of want the temperature to be a bit higher than what it's going to be. I also want to map a couple of spots. So that's the path we're going to take. That path leads up to the radio tower. But for now, we're just going to rest. I really love these quiet moments. A lot of people in the game, in the community, they want a jump button. I'm happy with there being no jump button, but it is funny that there's not even a lift your foot over a twig button, right? Like you can't even go over this. Oh, okay. Well, bad example. Wow, it's getting light out, even though it's the middle of the night. Did I miss the cave? I don't think so. I think it's right over this hill. Could be wrong. Could have walked right past it, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's right here. We can always drink teas in case of an emergency, but I don't think it'll come to that. If I recall correctly, we do still have some food, some edible food, over at Mystery Lake, so no big deal. And we're not in danger, right? The worst case scenario is we lose well fed. I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's eat. Have another one of these. And let's have some of these. I'd like to keep those pies for the buffs, although they're starting to rot anyway, so. I kind of wish you could just drink straight oil. It's gross, but it is calorically dense. I have it. It seems weird to starve to death while, like, with a third of a liter of oil. That's so much oil. Okay. Let's put this down. I'll actually get some sleep. Well, I guess we're not tired at all because those pies. Okay. Well, let's rest. Let's pass some time then. Just keep an eye on our bars. Okay. Let's drink a bit. I'd like it to be light out. That's what I'm waiting for. Just so that I can spot cattails more easily. Okay, let's sleep a little. We're not actually going to sleep for 4 hours, I don't think. Nope, it's almost day. We're not quite there. Let's pass a little more time. Okay, that's good. Let's take this. Some water, I guess. We have plenty. And let's collect all of our stuff. Okay, and I have the bedroll. Great. Oh, I didn't drop the new birch that I had. It's okay. The birch isn't that important right away. We're going to make some arrows, but I think we have more birch than we need, frankly. Let's put this away. I don't think we're going to need it out there. Might need a torch, depending on the wildlife. Oh, still pretty dark. That's okay. It'll get light by the time we get where we need to be light. So now we're just going to go right up to the tower. It'll be light by the time we reach it. At least I hope so, unless there's a blizzard. And there can be a deer carcass or two up there, so we'll get some feathers. We could also harvest them for meat. Might do that. Start a fire up there. And just some miscellaneous loot up there. But I would like to mark it. We're going to have to go through all these regions again anyway. We're not actually doing that much of the faithful cartographer stuff because we're just not... We don't have our needs as guaranteed or assured as I would like to be able to just sit around until we have optimal conditions. So right now we're just being... We're doing it as is convenient, but over the course of 500 days, we have plenty of time to come back and revisit all this stuff, and we will have to do that to meet our goals. Okay, the path should be down here. Pretty hard to see right now. I mean, it makes sense. This is kind of... It's not just that it looks like snow, right? It's that the visual impairment actually does simulate what it's like to be out in snow pretty well, actually. There can also be wolves up here, so we're going to have to be on the lookout for that. I don't know if I can light a fire. It looks like the wind is picking up, so I'll have this flare out. I'm not going to take that reishi right now. Just want to make sure... Yeah, I took all this stuff. Yeah, sounds like it might be another blizzard in a minute. That's alright. We'll find somewhere protected from the wind. We'll start a fire. I don't know if there can be ptarmigan up here, but I bet there can. This feels like a ptarmigan kind of spot, doesn't it? There's rabbits right here, and there's a wolf over there. Is he already chasing something else? Yeah, I think so. I was going to try to lure him to these rabbits. Wow, he really picked up speed. And there can be saplings up here, so I'm trying to keep my eyes out for saplings. I don't really need more birch right now. I would take it. But I would love more maple. I'll always take more maple. But I'm pretty sure there's some saplings above the Mystery Lake camp office anyway. So we don't need to be too desperate about that. There's often a deer carcass right around here. But it looks like there's not. Oh, yeah, nope, there is. It's just right over here. Just misremembered a little. Frozen, 7 kilos of meat. This isn't really where I want to start a fire. I feel like that's just highly likely to get blown out. But I did interact with it, so it's going to go now, but it's just not a high priority. Alright, I'm going to start a fire over here if I can. See if it's protected from the wind. Oh, it is. Okay. So let's start a fire, warm up just a little bit. Let's light it with a torch, so we don't waste multiple matches. Let's use a book. We have plenty of books over at the camp office. I just want to get this going, start warming up a little bit. Also, now that I have the hacksaw, I can harvest that deer without de-thawing it first, so I might do that once I'm warmed up. Alright, so this is what coal is for. This is the emergency coal. Oh, did it change direction? Oh, no. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, I'm going to drop that over here. I'll just drop it right here. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh yeah, this wind is coming from all directions. Oh, that's good. This wind's coming from all directions. I don't think I'm going to find a convenient spot to start a fire. Oh! Am I very, very wrong? No, it looks like this is perfectly not protected. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's a shame. It's like perfect. Well, let's try here and hope the wind doesn't change direction again. It probably will. Sometimes it feels like the game is out to kill you. I don't think that's entirely incorrect. Alright, we're good for now. Let's see if we can warm up a little. Let's make some tea. Or whatever else we got. I would still love level 5 cooking as soon as possible. Let's cook the tomato soup. And let's cook this tea. Alright, so far so good. We're nice and warm now. Make some more tea. How much water do we got? Okay, 2.25, not terrible. And let's drop a bunch of tea so we can heat it up. Let's use this. This is one of the reasons I love this game. It's just so unpredictable. Let's warm all that up. That's warm too. Take this. What else we making? More reishi. And more reishi. Just getting cooking experience. Let's drop this. Okay. Pretty gnarly. Let's keep going. Do we have any more? Sure do. And that's it. So let's make maybe just a half a liter of water. Okay. What else can we do while we wait? Well, we can prepare more. Let's prepare the reishi mushrooms. Again, I don't know if rose hips need to be prepared for the pemmican bars or not. So I'm just going to leave them unprocessed so that they'll be as versatile as possible. Take that reishi tea. This isn't that bad. I also could navigate out of here if I really need to. It's a pretty straight shot. Basically, we'd go down and just follow the right side of the map. Eventually hit the train tracks and then turn right. So, we could keep moving. But I'd rather have a more scenic view, and I'd rather be able to more easily find food on the way. Okay, let's make a little bit more reishi and a little bit more water. And let's prepare some more reishi. got a little bit of a rhythm right now. Although now I'm out of mushrooms. I could go forage some, but once this storm ends, I want to go immediately. I don't want to have to wait to warm up again. I don't know why I'm checking these. I guess I'm just superstitious. I just don't want them to burn. I'd love some more socks. Especially some better socks. My gear has seen some better days. So we got 4 maple. That's not terrible. We'll find more in Mystery Lake. These are 26%. I don't really want to eat them. Let me eat one of these. That'll also restore some of my fatigue. It's just going and going. I'm only making small batches of water because once this is done, I just want to go, and I don't want to have to... I would like as much clean water as possible, and in smaller batches, it's more likely to actually finish before this ordeal is over. Let's see. Could I maybe... Well, I guess I should just go over here and harvest some stuff. Or maybe collect some sticks. Whoa, that's a lot of sticks. I really do want to get greedy with this. Yeah. This isn't the smartest move. Okay. Let's get back to the fire, which I hope is still going, so I can warm up a little bit. It's not. And all of these teas are cold, right? Yeah. Oh boy. Well, we don't have a choice. It's time to go. It's time to go. Well, how's it feel? Only 10? Alright, I am going to start a fire and warm up a little bit. I can't be tanking this much damage, because I also want to map this, so I may as well be warming up while I map. So let's do it again. Figured that would have lasted a little bit longer, but I guess I could have checked. Yeah, we have tons of sticks, so we will be able to get this warm enough with just sticks. And then we'll map. I'll drop the guts, we'll heat up those teas, and then we'll map. So each stick increases the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Yeah, we'll be fine. And let's put down some teas. We'll throw those in the thermos. It'll keep us warm the whole time. Okay. Let's crouch. Bring some water. And map. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we're warming up a little bit. I want to be a little bit warmer than this. Let's throw some more sticks at the problem. Maybe throw a bedroll down and hang out in it. Nah. Your temperature isn't based on where the bedroll is, it's based on where you are. Okay, let's just pass a little bit of time. Great. Let's take it. Pick this stuff up. Let's get going. Nope. Yes. And let's put these okay, that was weird. Let's put these in this thermos. Okay, can we go down? Or can we just go down the other way? Yeah, we can go down. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, I think, but I already went too far. Yep, am I too far? I'm too far gone. Nope, okay, we're good. Can I go over this? Let's go around here. And now we just need to collect some cattails on the way. Which will be no problem. Maybe I should have got it down. That's okay. This looks like as good a spot as any. Yeah, nice. Nice, easy goat. Okay. We're actually warm right now. Partly because it's a nice warm part of the day, but also because we have this fire, that increases your warmth too. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. Is this the deciding factor in terms of whether or not I'm warm? Oh, well, I'm way cold now. Feels like 12. Okay, well, I guess being protected from the wind was doing a lot of work for me. Wind chill is negative 12. Yeah, that's exactly as much work as it was doing. So normally we'd go up this path. So I would come down from the train tracks and then cut across from the poacher's camp in the broken down trains and shoot down that way. And there's a lot of cattails there. I think we'll find some cattails this way too, but we'll see. We are almost home. We're gonna start making some clothes, making a bow. It's gonna be great. Did I pick up those guts? I hope I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, I don't want to run too much. So I'm anxious to get home, but the food situation's not great, so I don't want to burn more calories than I have to. We could veer to the right here, but that's going to minimize our contact with cattails, so I'm still kind of hoping that we'll get some cattails if I stay over here near the water. Looks like I probably will. I also have those crackers now that I could eat. So we're not really in danger of losing well-fed anymore. But I'd rather save them if I can. Okay, whole lot of nothing. Let's drink one of those birch barks. Partly for the temperature boost, but also partly for the regeneration effect. Because we are a little low on health. So earlier I mentioned that the hatchet and the knife are more likely to kill the wolf than the hammer. That's because in wolf struggles, if you use a hatchet or a knife, the wolf will bleed. And if they bleed, they will eventually bleed out. Most animals, except for I think just the moose and the cougar, will bleed when you injure them with a sharp weapon. Okay, we didn't really get any cattails. we avoided most of them. That's okay, we're almost home. I don't remember if I checked that body up there or not. I don't think I did. I thought that it was part of the tree roots. I remember coming through here. I don't think I actually said it in the episode. But I remember going, oh, in my head, I thought, oh, is that a body? And I'm like, no, it's just a root. Especially from that angle. I was over here, you know. Let's grab some feathers. Yeah, I didn't search it. Okay. Let's keep moving. We're pretty likely to encounter a wolf as soon as we get into Mystery Lake. There's usually one at the train tracks. But we have a torch going, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Wolf right over there, too. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a few wolves over here, but there's also some cattails. Yeah, buddy, I'm not really worried about you. I have fire, so... Am I fighting this wolf for one cattail? Is that what's happening? Get out of here. Have any friends? Thought you did. Feels like that's not a great, a great use of my time and effort. Okay, there's some more. Let's grab these. Yeah, this is good. Alright, come over here. Come on. Yeah, get out of here. You too. Come on. This is the torch trick. If for some reason this is the first time you're seeing me do it, you just put down a torch, and then you can aim any weapon. Just keep aiming. They'll approach and they'll run away. Okay. This is good. This is worthwhile. I want a little bit more condition gain. Drink another one of these. It's so clunky. That's okay. It's like one of my few pet peeves in this game is how clunky it is to use the insulated flask. I just think you should be able to drink straight out of it. You can only have one type of drink in it at a time. So it's not like you would have to worry about like, oh, well, what do you drink out of it? Or something like that. So, I don't know. I'm not even going to bother with this one. Maybe I will, but we'll see. I think I'm just going to walk away from them. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't like you being that close. Let's get a little distance. Yeah, alright, that's good. That's fine. He's not going to be a problem, because I have fire. So, okay, you can do a different trick. You can run at them with fire. You just sprint right at them, and they'll run away. Unless you're weak, which I've talked about in other episodes, but I didn't mention that you can run at them. Right now, because I'm over encumbered, if I ran at him, he'd attack me. Or at least, I think he'd be highly likely to attack me. I don't know if it's guaranteed. But if I had more health, I don't know what the threshold is, but there is a threshold where you're considered weak, depending on your condition. If I wasn't over encumbered, if none of my meters were empty, if I didn't have any sprains, then I could run at him and he'd run away. It's a little faster than the stone trick or the torch trick, but it's the same result. It doesn't really make a difference. Although sometimes it's fun to just sprint at a wolf. Obviously. I remember one of the first times that I played this game, I played with a friend of mine, and whenever we found wildlife, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, man, mess it up, kill it." And it's like, I don't think that's the type of game we're playing right now. I think I would love to run at one with a torch. That's fun, but at least early game, I don't think it's that type of game. I think you avoid these guys for a little while. That's all about to change once I get the bow. Although still, wolves aren't very productive kills. They don't have a lot of meat. It's predator meat. So you need level 5 cooking to eat it safely. Their pelts are good. You can make a wolfskin pelt. I mean, a wolfskin jacket. But personally, I prefer the bearskin jackets anyway. So usually what you want to do is kill things that are going to give you a lot of edible meat or really useful hides. And so for me, that typically is deer, moose, bear. But sometimes it's worth killing wolves just because they're in the way. And I mean, you do gain archery skill when you do it, so it's not a bad idea. They're just a low priority use of bow condition and arrows, in my opinion. Because the first bow you make, I think your bow durability depends on like how much durability you lose per shot. Depends on your archery skill. And at first, that's going to be basically nothing, right? And so your first bow gets destroyed pretty darn quickly. Pretty darn quickly. And so I'd rather those kills really get me some useful stuff. Wolves are still useful, they have guts. And on this playthrough, I might try the wolfskin jackets as well. I usually like bearskin. I just think double bear coat is very, very strong because it's so warm. But it is also very heavy. So until I get the moose hide satchel, I don't know, we'll see. All of this is a long ways off. So you could walk right up here and get to the prepper cache. But I'm just going to go around to the camp office. I'm going to grab some fuel on the way too, because I don't think I actually have very much fuel at the camp office. Okay, so here's another goal that I need to think about. I want to make the meat curing box as soon as is feasible. The question is, how soon is feasible? So the meat curing box requires 10 fir firewood, which I can get now that I have a hatchet. So I need to find fir... Oh, look at that lookout. That's so cool. Although... So I always wanted to make a base in a lookout, and I still probably will now that there's safe house customization. But somebody in the comments, Archimedes, actually, mentioned that in the last episode, I think it was Archimedes, I had a ptarmigan that was cold in there, and I was like, why is it cold? I'm warm. Well, I didn't factor in my clothing. But that means that if I brought back prey to there, it would probably often be cold and freezing, which could be a little bit of a pain, at least for now. So, I don't know, we'll see. But in any case, to make a meat curing box, you need fir firewood, and you need, I think it's 8 kilograms of salt. It might be 10. And to get salt in that quantity, you basically have to mine salt deposits in coastal regions, which this is not. Or you need to do Quest for the Trader, where we have a radio here, but I don't think we can actually go to the trader here. So, I don't know. I part of me wants to head out to Coastal Highway and Desolation Point, just so I'll be able to make that stuff soon. 81%, damn, I was not gone long, huh? Okay, well, let's take that. Take that and that. Let's take this. Let's get in here. So I don't know. I kind of want to head out west sooner rather than later to start the tails. But well, that's cool. I'm going to check that out in a second. But I also kind of want to go to Coastal Highway, Desolation Point, and get those salt deposits and make the meat curing box. That would also make traveling to the far territory way easier. Yeah, 1, 2, oh, okay, well that one will go. 3, 4. Alright, so we got a couple of rabbit pelts. We got some guts. Let's drop some more. Let's drop some more deer. I'll throw these down here. These over here. Okay. Let's start a fire. But that one might go out before I can... Why can't I click anything? It's not my mouse. My mouse works fine. There's no cursor even to click things. Okay. Oh, gotta love the long dark glitches. Yeah, I can't click anything. That's so weird. What if I... Yeah, I can't even put away my torch. Okay, what if I just saved it? I don't know why I would save with a glitch. But I'm going to log out and log back in, and I assume it'll be fixed. I should have just done that without saving. But, yeah, we're good. Oh, I just wasted a match like that. I wanted it anyway. Alright. Fine. Let's start a fire. Make some water and stuff. Gotta pick up some more books, just to have on me. Yeah, the torches have been glitchy today. Don't know why that is. Alright. Let's get this going. Feed some sticks to this. Okay, let's drop some sticks. We'll keep all that. And let's make some water and free up our inventory a little bit. Let's do a little bit of inventory management. Let's go over here. And what can we put away? I don't need that on me. Don't need these. I'll need these feathers, but let's just put them there for now. Okay. I don't even know why I have these. I'll tear them up in a minute. Let's replace this. Okay. We're not going to need this for a little while, so let's drop it. Let's also drop these. Take a couple of those. We'll rip those up in a minute. What else we got going for us? Wow, that's in bad shape. We got to repair some stuff. We'll just replace that with a rabbit hat. Okay. What else we got going for us? We got the hammer. Just drop that for a minute. And we got these books. We got some water. Keep a bunch on us. We're going to drink a bunch while we're here, so. That's fine. Okay. What else we got going for us? I don't need that right now. We're basically going to try to make our tools and then stay here for a little bit. Just to establish a base. Get some meat. Get some cooking going. Okay, let's empty this out. Need these. We don't need this right now. Let's drop this by the bed. Okay. We don't need all of these bandages. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab this. But this might be a bad idea. Because it might make sense to keep medication right at the door in case I'm bleeding out. But I just think it would look nice here. And so I'm going to put it here. Okay. Take these out. Alright. Let's put away one bandage. A bunch of these painkillers. Nothing else there. We're wearing all this. We'll replace that. This, I need to look into. I think this is going to be equivalent to this. But I'm not sure. Oh, but it's lighter weight. So, I don't know. I need to think about it. I'll figure it out for next time. We don't need all these teas and stuff. So, let's put some of that away, too. We don't need all this birch. Let's put it somewhere else. I don't want to put it there. Let's put it here. Unless it's already in here? Nah, put it here. A few of the birches. Put a bunch of the reishi. Put some of the rose hips. Okay. For our food, let's put some of the coffee in here too, although I like having coffee on me. Okay, let's eat this. Okay, let's drop this. This, we might have to eat that sooner rather than later, though. Nope. Okay. How we doing? Pretty good. I don't need this anymore. But if you leave it near a stove, then if you open a can near a can opener, it'll use the can opener. It doesn't have to be near a stove. It's just... Let's drop these. Come on. Okay. Our hacksaw probably needs a little bit of repairing. We're pretty good on this. Got our knife and our hatchet, 100%. We got 0 liters of lantern fuel. Weird. This is 0.54. Will this do anything? Nope. Weird. Let's drop all these books. Not all of them. We'll keep some of them. Was I researching with any of these? Yeah, that one? Okay, so let's drop this. This. And this one. Okay, we're at 30. That's pretty darn good. Well, we have a lot of wilderness kitchen. A couple of stay on target. That's good. That's good. Okay. I think we're pretty good otherwise. I think I want everything else I have. Okay, let's take that. Take that. 13 minutes. That's fine. Take a torch even. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to start crafting. So, what can we make? We can make deerskin boots. We need 4 guts for the deerskin boots, 4 guts for the deerskin pants. They're each 12.5 hours. That's a lot. We can make a rabbit skin hat. That's 3.5 hours, 1 gut, and 3 rabbit pelts. I think we only have 2. Sure do. Rabbit skin mitts or even more. That's 4 rabbit skin pelts. We're not in a great position to craft things, so I think we're going for deer skin something or other first, but we need these guts cured. How many we got? Oh, we have 4 cured guts. That's fine. So we'll go for deer skin something or other, either boots or pants. Let's see how our boots are doing. Not great. 1 degree, 1 kilogram. And then we have this, which is 1 degree and half a kilogram. The boots are going to be 2.5 degrees and 2 kilograms. That's pretty darn good. And this is 2, so I think maybe the boots come first. Pants give some more protection, though. Well, I think I'm going to leave it here and think about what I want to do next. So what animal clothing do you think that I should get first? Let me know in the comments if you think I should prioritize the deerskin boots, deerskin pants, or one of the rabbit skin things. Keep in mind, I'll need to get more rabbit pelts. That's not hard to do, but I'll need to spend some time curing those. Obviously, the bow is a top priority the moment we have enough maple to make it. Thanks for joining me. Please leave a like and a comment before you head out. If you're interested in more of my stuff, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And until next time, strive to survive. Good luck out there. Bye-bye.